Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Always, and welcome back to Project Ozone 2. In the last episode, we were steadily making our way towards the wand of animation. What were we doing last time? It's been a little bit. Right, we were trying to get villagers. I'm trying to figure out a way to get villagers, and I completely forgot about something, which we'll get to here soon. But yeah, this has taken a while to get to recording, and I'm not even close to being done yet. So I have been hard at work getting all the singularities. I've also been making demon steel for the fun of it, because why not? It's something to do while I kind of wait. I also made a whole bunch of painted glowstone, which I'll get around to putting up one of these days. But yeah, as you can see, I have at least 45 of all of the singularities except for emerald, and I have 28 currently. So I have been making a lot of bedrockium. I've been going to the bedrockium place, getting barrels full. I've gotten 4 barrels at a time. Usually, to give you an idea, one, the day marker would be a good indicator if you look at the last episode, which I didn't do, so I don't know what it was at the last episode, but I've been working on getting neutronium, just kind of setting AFKing, and just waiting for things. This is my gigantic bedrockium system. I put all the barrels up here and just let it go. It's been taking forever. But we're very, very close. It's going to take me about 2 more bedrockium jumps full to finish up the singularities, and then we can make the wand of animation and never have to worry about that again. You'll see why soon enough in this episode, hopefully, because we're going to do a little bit of work, and then I have a lot of prep work to do. So one of the big things is villagers. So if we take a look at the Infinity Catalyst, things we need more Awakened Draconium. That's easy enough. I just need to go make the rest of that. Not a big deal. We need Gaia Spirit Ingots. We're going to deal with that a little bit today as well. But that one's pretty easy with our upgraded... That's right, we made the Draconic stuff. With our Draconic Staff of Power, that's pretty straightforward and easy. And then the only other thing we need, other than these singularities, is Vibrantium. We're going to need about 35 more blocks of Vibrantium. So let's see how bad it is to make that. So we're going to need... Let's get 34. Because we have 2 in there already. We're going to need about 600 more enticing crystals, which is 600 more villager souls. Oh boy, that's a lot, right? So how are we going to deal with that? It takes way too long to just go back and forth, and I can't figure out how to make a dimension with villagers. So what am I doing wrong? Well, I kind of forgot about something, and it's this guy. Reaper. We have Reaper 5 on the Draconic Staff of Power. We need to go kill villagers and get a villager's soul. So that's what we're going to do. We have our villager little house thing right over here that we can deal with. There's so many villagers. You know what? Let's just kill them all. And did we get anything? No. But now they're all dead. Whoops. Not really. So I've been collecting villagers for quite a while. I have this alchemical bag completely full. And so what I'm going to do is just start summoning in villagers. And let's get like... wow, this is going to take a while. Let's get a bunch. Kill them. And no villager soul. So this is pretty much going to be my life for a little bit. I need to get a villager soul, and then we can do some really cool stuff. Will we ever get a villager soul? That is a question. So souls are rare as they are. It's just kind of standard. We got some stuff, but not what I wanted. Let's move that. And yeah, let's grab more villagers. So I want to keep something just kind of blank so that we can potentially... let's see. Dang it. Still nothing. Let's go ahead and get more villagers down. And basically this is just going to take some time until we finally get a villager soul. And that's all we want. So, yeah, this is going to be a pain. But at the same time, we should get one eventually. This does have Reaper 5 on it. Is there any settings we can change on it that might help? Not really. So I might look into kind of the best way to deal with this, but let's go ahead and get some villagers back up. If I need to record a little bit of a segment for the villagers, then we will. But let's go ahead, get 2 more villagers back in here so that they can make more, so that we can kill them all and hope for something good. So let's just throw all this stuff in here. And as you can see, I have a spark and a mana pool. This is for the Gaia Guardian. So let's show this off real quick, and then I'm gonna get to work making a bunch of stuff for the thing, getting the rest of the Bedrockium and trying to get the villager souls. So it might take me a while. That's unfortunate, but is what it is. Anyways, let's go ahead. Essence bricks are for later, by the way. I built a little bit of a structure in preparation for getting villagers and the villager soul, so that's a thing. But anyways, so we can attack the spark and never actually do damage. And in fact, let's demonstrate this by summoning in a couple villagers. And that will kill the villagers, just like that, and no problem. And it will kill everything, for that matter. So what we can do, and this is what we're going to work on, is let's go ahead and turn the volume way down. This is really loud, but let's go ahead and summon three Gaia Guardians. And we'll just swing away at this, and eventually they should all die. So I've gotten quite a few of the pixie spirits. So at some point we should get villager souls. I know you can in this mod pack. They're not disabled or anything. But yeah, this is all we have to do, and we can farm the Gaia Guardian, no problem. At a certain point, we should get a little bit of a break, hopefully. But yeah, I just need to kind of expand the radius. Figure out how far we need to go with the... uh-oh, we're losing... okay, there that goes. Alright, cool. So entropy should be a little bit better now. And I accidentally broke that. Let's just go around. I want the entropy to kind of wear off. That would be nice. And we'll see what we can do. Entropy is still going up. A lot of it is the arrows. And gotta find the spark again. We might start taking damage here in a second. And there we go. So, this might be too many to take on at once for us right now. We need to just improve our gear. But we should be okay. There's one. There's two. And there's three. Okay, so... yeah, definitely drains our flux capacitor pretty badly. But, where are the things we want? Let's grab an alchemical bag. We got 3 mob souls from that, so just put everything in here. And we'll pull the things we want out later. So we just got a stack of Gaia Spirit ingots, at least from that. Nope, just a stack. Still, that is pretty good. God, there's so much stuff. Looting will do that. Anyways, let's get the volume back up. Wrong one. So I will need to kind of... We'll want to boost that a little bit more. We also got 50 levels, which is pretty nice. But yeah, we'll need to do some stuff with our capacitor just a little bit. But you kind of get the idea with that. It should be pretty easy to farm the Gaia Guardian. Just a ton. And we get a stack of our Gaia Spirit. So with that, we can make 16 more ingots. Save a couple of them, use the rest, and call it a day. So at this point, I need to farm for the Villager Soul. I need to farm the rest of the Bedrockium. Get the rest of the general stuff anyways. But real quick, do we have... Oh, do we want to get an Awakened Core? Let's get one more Awakened Core. Where is our upgrader? We'll put that in there. And attack AoE, we'll add another thing to it. And now we can go up to 19. So that should be a little bit better to deal with the Gaia Guardian. I should be able to take care of them a little bit quicker. We'll just need to do more damage. And so... take care of all that stuff. So you get the idea. I'm gonna keep like 3 of these. And how many more do we even need? Not that many. Alright, cool. So I am going to put some work in to get the Awakened Draconium and the Villager Soul. So this is going to be the area for the villagers. We're not going to worry about a roof or anything because it doesn't really matter. I really like these essence bricks, by the way. They are really cool looking. And basically, we'll just make, get villagers and get the soul, and then go from there with the capturing of all of this thing. So, I've got some work to do. I'm going to farm the Gaia Guardian. I'm going to get the villager soul so we can start getting the villagers and go from there. So, I will be back for you guys, not very long, for me, probably a very long time. So, be right back. And another day later, and, well, we had some progress. So, first of all, I went ahead and killed the Gaia Guardian a bunch of times. So we have 45 Gaia Spirit ingots and a ton of other things. So I got some mob souls from killing everything, and plenty of mana steel, a bunch of dice that don't matter anymore. We have all of the items, so it doesn't matter anymore to get those. We have multiple bags full of loot bags. This one has all the mob drops, including, where did I put it? I think I put it in here. Yeah, we got a skeleton trophy, which is kind of cool. And then this one has more loot bags. So yeah, lots of stuff. I'm going to clean those out later. Not too big of an issue right now. But the important thing is I managed to get not only a villager soul, but also a villager trophy, which is kind of funny. It surprisingly didn't take me that long to get that. And then last but not least, we have the Bedrockium. Like in the drums, I did some math and figured out it was going to take a little over 2 drums to hopefully get enough Bedrockium to get the last of the Emerald Singularities. So we are on course to get the Wand of Animation today. So what we need to do now is we're going to put the Villager Trophy away. I'm going to put the Villager Soul in here. We need to get a spawner. We need to get a Draconic Core. Do we still have the tablet? I want to just verify that I am going to be doing this correctly. So the problem is going to come from... do I have it in here? I do. So if we take a look at this stuff, we're going to be making a stabilized mob spawner. And to get that, we need a normal mob spawner, and I want to make sure that it is... you stabilize it with a draconic core. So we need a vanilla spawner. Unfortunately, we have a bunch of broken spawners. We can't use those. It's a little bit of a shame, but it is what it is. I don't think I did this before, did I? No. So we're gonna see if we can't find one of the clay golems. There should be plenty of those in here. If we just go to like these things, and just look under the towers. I know I found some. Did I mark any of them? Question mark? No. Otherwise, we'll probably have to go to the nether and get a mob spawner so we can stabilize it, which is not something I really want to do. But it's something we can do, if need be. I just don't want to. So, let's see. Nope. Nothing under there. So sometimes these towers will have spawners underneath them of clay golems. I don't know what the situation is for it. But we'll kind of just look through a handful of these. If we don't find anything... then we'll figure something else out. Like I said, we can always go to the nether. I really don't want to, but it is something we can do. And they're usually in the center of the towers. But yeah, we just need to find some sort of mob spawner. And I guess let's just start heading back around to the portal, which I really should mark. I thought I had already. I think the map kind of messes up every once in a while. This is a very... Oh, I know why it messed up. I did have to... I don't know if I said this. I had to load a backup because I was AFKing one night and... had a little bit of a creeper accident, which didn't kill me or anything. I didn't really care about that, but it despawned a lot of stuff from chests, all the chests I have lying around, and so I didn't really want to deal with that. Okay, nothing there. So I bet the map... Did all my waypoints disappear? Those are going to go through all the RF tool dimensions. So potentially, but oh well, not a big deal. Nothing. Okay, so I know I've seen spawners before. I just don't remember where. But we'll try to head back towards where our portal is, and I guess we'll just go to the nether. The nether will be easy enough to get a mob spawner. We just go find a fortress, and I think even the one that's closest to us is... Oh, we need to go back south. Is not that, I don't think we ever really did anything there, so we should be able to get... Oh. Then again, right here we are. Cool. So that's what we were looking for. We just... Alright. Oh, there it is. Cool. So here is the mob spawner. We hit it, stabilize it, and now we can break it. And there's just some random loot. So, yay, we don't have to go to the nether. I hate the nether. I never want to go to the nether if I can help it. Anyways, let's head back. So we have our stabilized mob spawner. That was a clay golem, by the way. Not too bad if you want to get things like, you know, clay. But iron golems are better. It's an interesting mob, and it's exclusive to the whatever spawns the towers in. So it's kind of cool, but also not really interesting to us. Anyways, here is our portal. And what we can do is we can head back and start spawning villagers in. So, what we need is our soul, villager soul. Let's go ahead and dump everything else off into our AE system. Cool. So we just come over here, put the mob spawner down, and then we take the mob soul and put it in there. And now we get villagers. So I can spawn in villagers fairly quickly now. Capture them. Turn them into the things we need and go from there. So if we want to upgrade this, which we might want to, we can add a wyvern core, which upgrades it to a tier 2. More spawns, more faster spawns. Tier 3 is even better with awakened core. Nether stars removes the requirement that we have to be near it, and a notched apple makes it ignore the spawn requirements. So that doesn't seem to be a problem with the villagers. I don't think there's much spawn requirements for them, but something we will want is a lever. We'll want to grab a lever just so that we can pretty easily, pretty quickly turn it off for when we don't want to spawn things. So ignore spawn requirement, so we can do that and it turns it off. And we don't have to worry about, you know, too many villagers or anything like that. So in order to get the amount of vibranium that we need, we're gonna need a lot of this stuff. As in, like, oh, what is it? We need, how many blocks do we need still? We have 10 blocks. We need 35 blocks. If we make 3, so 35 blocks, so we need 33 blocks. That is 580 more villagers. So I'm going to be working quite hard on getting all of these guys turned into the enticing crystals, which isn't going to take too much time or anything, other than just getting those guys, getting an inventory full, bringing them over here, throwing them in, going back and forth. And the other things I need to do, let's see, what else do we need? I think the only other thing we are going to need is the Awakened Draconium, which I have everything for it. It's just a matter of going and doing it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and before I forget, before I did anything with the Chaos Guardian, I did go ahead and put just 2 wyvern cores in each of my armor, upgrading the shield recovery and the shield capacity just a little bit. It helped a little. We have 660 shields, and I don't think my shields ran out fighting 3 of them, so it was a lot better. So anyways, wyvern core, we're going to come over here. I'm going to turn this on, and then you can see about how fast it is. So it takes a little while, and then we get, what, about 5 villagers? So this is tier 1 speed. Anytime now. If we need to add another star, that's not a problem in a notch apple. So yeah, we get like 5 every once in a while. We add a wyvern core, and you can see about how quickly it's going to spawn. And it spawns, I think it was about 6. So definitely, yep, spawn 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, a lot better. And basically all I'm going to have to do is just let that spawn capture a bunch of villagers, bring them over here, and get all the enticing crystals that we're going to need. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to get the Awakened Draconium and the last of the Emerald Singularities, and we'll be back once I'm done with all of that stuff to make the Wand of Animation and make all of this stuff a lot easier, as you'll soon find out. So be right back. Another day later, and finally, I got all the stuff. So we have the 45 Emerald Singularities we needed, and everything else. So let's see. I have the Vibrantium. That didn't actually take that long once I started making the villagers and all that kind of fun stuff. And yeah, honestly, the worst part was the Emerald Singularities because I actually didn't get enough Bedrockium, but and I don't know, it was like very close. I was about 7,000, 8,000 blocks of emeralds away, and it took me a while, but I finally got enough. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna grab all of this stuff. It is a shapeless recipe, so it doesn't matter all that much, but we can't shift click this stuff in, unfortunately. And what we're gonna probably end up doing is next episode we'll start setting up some auto crafting with this, getting things kind of situated so that we can make basically infinite amounts of infinity catalysts and all this fun stuff as needed. But yeah, so this part is going to be kind of bad, just because we're going to have to clean up the mess afterwards and all that fun stuff. But once we get the Wand of Animation, and let's grab something, I don't really care what, but let's grab like a wrench or something, just so that we have a full hotbar. So that should give us the 45 Eternal Singularities we're going to need. And we'll throw this stuff back in. And then the Eternal Singularity will go up here. And we just need to grab all the rest of the stuff. So like I was saying, what we'll probably start working on next episode is just getting all this stuff kind of auto-crafted as best as we can, as we need. We're probably going to do that in the last millennium, to be honest. But what it's going to allow us to do is, okay, now is this one shapeless? It is. Okay. So once again, we're just going to dump everything in. We'll make it look nice later when we get there, but for now, it's more important just to get this stuff done. So this will give us the Infinity Catalyst, and then we'll just need the Infinity Ingots, and then we can make the Wand of Animation. So the reason why we're kind of pushing for this more than anything else is because of EMC. So the Wand of Animation is going to allow us to animate blocks. And while that sounds kind of boring, it kind of sounds just kind of like a jokey type of item. It's incredibly powerful when you have auto spawners. So you'll see what I mean very soon, but this is going to be how we get a ton of EMC. And with that, we can actively start working towards a lot more automation and getting the rest of the items that we're going to need for the rest of the series. This is going to be how we get a lot of the hard blocks that we're going to need, a lot of such as Vibrantium, Awakened Draconium, and the Octuple Compressed Cobblestone for EMC, because Octuple Compressed Cobblestone is like in the 9 million, no, 59 million per block. 43 million, whatever, close enough. But that's per block, not per stack. So that's going to be really nice. All right, now we got to clean this up. So yeah, what we'll end up doing is making a bunch more. Hey, we have the Infinity Catalyst. quest done. What we're going to end up doing is making a bunch more of the... we need one there. We're going to make a bunch more of the dire crafting tables, and we're even going to look at... We can look at this real quick. At the auto dire crafting tables. Now, these do require a chaos catalyst, which requires chaotic cores. We have one. We could make one of those, but we'll kind of see. So if we want... okay. So it's something like this. We need 4 for each. And one there, one there. Cool. So that is the infinity catalyst that we're going to need. I'm really glad I counted my math correctly. And yeah, like I said, what we're going to end up doing is getting a bunch more of the dire crafting tables. We'll get a bunch of these recipes kind of set up for it, and then we can start working towards making a lot of really good things. The first things that we're going to work towards are the armor sets and the weapons that are going to make getting the chaos crystals a lot easier. This armor is good. We can get better. So the last thing we're going to need is we're going to need a bunch of neutronium, and we're going to need a bunch of crystal matrix ingots, which I made a bunch of already. So we just need to do 4 of these. And that's fine. And there is the infinity ingots. So that's also a quest, which, by the way, we completed 2 quests with all of this in the Moo. And we have the infinity catalyst. Let's take the left bag, and let's take the far right one. That'll work. Cool. So yeah, we're going to make the infinity armor before we really deal with the chaos stuff. Because we can, and might as well. This stuff is stupidly powerful. It's basically creative mode. And then the Sword of the Cosmos, I'd love to get this, but this requires a lot of chaos ingots, which we have a few of, but we don't have that many. So we'll have to wait on that. But we have our 4, so we get epic and a legendary. Good. I'm still looking for an item, which at this point doesn't really matter. Would have been nice to get earlier, but now we need to grab all of the stuff for the Wand of Animation. And it is time to make this thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This goes there. Teleportation cores, or are they at the... Nope, they're right here. And right there. Infinity ingots, like so. Fairy ingots. This goes here. Mana infused at the top with Lumium, and then golden. These guys go here. That there. That there. And there is the Wand of Animation. Now this thing is powerful. So what we're gonna want is some safari nets, and we're gonna want the reusable ones. So let's get rid of all of this stuff. Safari net. So we're gonna make 1, 2, 3 of these for right now. And I think the first thing we should do is I have 1 block of awakened draconium. I actually lost a single block, so the fact that we have exactly 1 block is kind of ironic. But what we'll do is just place this down. We right-click it, and it animates it. And now we have an animated block that is Awakened Draconium. Now, if we come down here, and we put it in here to spawn, well, we might actually make another section for this. Let's take off our magnet, turn off our magnet at least. And let's go dump this stuff away. So you guys can see kind of what happens. Because this is kind of silly. So if we turn on our mob spawner, but this is on just normal spawn, we will get just stone blocks. And if we kill them, we get stone blocks. However, if we turn this on exact copy, this is where things get interesting. So now we get Draconium blocks, Awakened Draconium blocks. And they drop every single time. So we get these weird like spider features. It's from the Erebus mod, what do you expect? But then we get infinite Awakened Draconium. We never have to get a Dragon Heart ever again. So I want to see something. We have a few Awakened Draconium blocks. I'm going to be clever. Let's grab some levels. And can I rename this? I can. Draconium block. And that should not affect anything other than it might actually, it might, very, 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 very might, wait, no, is it still running? No, it's idle. Okay. Had that backwards. It very well might, rename all this stuff, but... Oh my gosh, let me out. Let's just let one spawn. I want to make sure that it's still going to spawn correctly and all that fun stuff. And it does. And then... and coming in here, kill it, get the Draconium block. Perfect. So that way we can tell exactly what's in there. So we're going to do that for a couple of the things. And then that's going to be pretty much the episode. My frames are awful, and I have no idea why. So let's just grab, let's see, we're going to have all the Awakened Draconium now. Now the next one that I want to test, and I don't actually know if this is going to work or not. Oh, I accidentally killed some. This stuff should not be in there. So the next one that we're going to try is one that I know will also work, or it should anyways, and is going to give us a just really dumb amount of stuff. So octuple compressed cobblestone, wand of animation, and we capture it. Let's go ahead and rename this. And octuple compressed cobble stone. And now what we can do is use the door. We're a little too fast. Put that in there. And we'll make this automatic for like, we'll put a grinder up. What I'll probably do is set this somewhere else. Now, as far as I know, we could get mob souls from these, but they're not going to work. They will always be stone, as far as I'm aware. Let's turn this down to 3x3, and that's good for now. And I lost my smoky quartz. I'll have to go get another block of that before we do too much more. But we have octuple compressed cobblestone in our inventory. That is amazing. So what we'll end up doing is setting up a farm for that, and you kind of get the gist. So the last one I want to see if it works is Vibrantium. Now, can we get a single block? We can. Cool. So I made enough. Let's grab some smoky quartz while we're waiting and fix that hole that I made. And yeah, so if we can get Vibrantium, then we also don't need villagers. And basically anything that we're going to need a ton of, we can test to see if it will work. Now, there's a couple other things that we could try. I don't know if it works for these machines. That would be really cool. I know that it works for the chaos crystals, but that's a weird situation. So we're probably not gonna do that. If you watch Ethos Labs, he did a playthrough of Project Ozone 2, and he actually did some really cool things with the chaos crystals from Draconic Evolution. You can actually animate them, except they turn invisible, and they can only be killed in a very specific location because of reasons, and it's weird and it's complicated. I'm not planning on doing that. We're going to go a different method to get a ton of chaos crystals, but it's something that's kind of cool nonetheless. So here's the question: can we get Vibrantium blocks? Certainly. So pretty much anything we want, we can now get in block form. I'm going to rename this stuff just so we know what's what. And Vibrantium block. Oh, my anvil broke. Oh well, I'll make a new one of these days. So yeah, we can put these guys down here, and the basic idea is going to be this. We're going to set up another little auto-spawning area that will kind of constantly run. We might do that in... Oh my gosh, my frames. What is wrong with my frames? I have no idea. This has been running for a while, so... And this world has gotten quite large. Might have to deal something with that behind the scenes, but whatever. Anyways, wand of animation is broken and overpowered. Let's open our loot bags and call the episode. So we have an epic, boring, and a boring one as well. Dang it, nothing good. Alright, so from here on out, what we're going to be doing is working towards all of the good stuff. So we're going to need the Infinity Armor, the Sword of the Cosmos. We're going to need, we're going to start working towards a lot of really cool things, basically. So, for example, the solar panel requires an infinity star. We can make those pretty easily. It's just nether stars. And now that we have octuple compressed cobblestone, we can start setting up things. I want to show off my neutronium compressor. We've got a lot of this taken care of. We're still going to need more. And that makes me wonder. I doubt this is going to work. Some blocks are blacklisted from the wand of animation. So you guys know, we can't just use everything, which is a shame, but I want to see if neutronium works. Because if we can take neutronium blocks and do that, then we can get all the neutronium ever. So let's grab our wand. It is in here. It works. One moment, please. Oh. Okay, so that works. Didn't think that would, to be honest. But since it does, well, neutronium problems are gone. We don't have to wait for neutronium anymore. So, we need 5 levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. So that's just another thing that we're gonna set up. And Yeah, that makes things a lot easier. Okay, so what we're gonna probably end up doing next time is setting up some automation to make the catalyst as well as basically all the stuff required to make the infinity catalyst and infinity ingots. We could probably also animate the crystal matrix blocks. I don't think that's one isn't as important because we can just use EMC to make these guys. And I think that would be probably better. We could also just craft them because we have plenty of diamonds, we have plenty of nether stars. We could just craft them as well. So kind of things to come is the what is it called? Chest plate. Where is it? What is it called? I can never remember. We're gonna be making the stuff that does the thing. This stuff. Infinity pants and infinity boots and all the infinity armor. Because it's actually not too bad. It's just going to require a lot of infinity ingots. But hey, if we can make an infinite infinity catalyst, then who cares? The only other thing that we might want to test eventually is the Gaia Spirit ingots. Compressed Gaia specifically. So compressed Gaia, can that be turned back into ingot form? Yes. So if that can be animated and duplicated, then we'll be good to go. So here's what we're going to do. Next time, we're going to set up a lot of automation to make a lot of different things. We're probably going to do a lot of this in the last millennium and figure out good ways to kind of send items back and forth and basically have a huge supply of neutronium compressors and energy condensers to make all of the singularities that we're going to need and do a lot of really fun stuff. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Finally, we have the wand of animation. It is so broken. And it is very precious. So it does have durability, so we are going to have to watch out for that. But it is so broken. So we are going to work towards a lot of really good things in the coming episodes and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!